And and when we hold on to our dreams and we nurture them, then, we can allow them to fly, and we can fly with the dreams. But the step one is to actually believe that, yes, my dream can walk and I can fly with my dream towards freedom. So whatever the dreams are, they are all separate. My dreams, like all our dreams, they are all related with our families, with our work, with our happiness. And somehow the creativity in me manifested in the form of poetry. So I will read out this poem which we have started from, which is called Pursuing Perfection. So, this poem asks us the question, who are you? Dutiful wife, wonderful daughter, all-embracing mom, or just you yourself? So this is the first paragraph of the poem. So it is asking you a lot of questions, and I have explored these questions within myself. And that is how I have been working it myself to understand, what is my essence? What is the essence of life, of my work? Is it my work that ennobles me, or is it my work? Is it myself that ennobles my work? So, as we go into self-exploration, because ultimately our work, our family, our relationships are connected deep within us. With that, unless we go deep within and understand what I want, I'll not be able to articulate and tell the world that this is what I want. This is what makes me happy. So the question is, who are you? Or who do you want to be?
I will take from here. We're going to play our roles as a poet and a coach. And on this point, like I invite you when you enter the room and started to feel we're part of it, we're holding the space for each other, for ourselves, just bring out. Don't say, I'm Antara, beautiful, but who are you as dream to freedom? If you would say your name and then dream to freedom, who are you? And let us get to know who's here in the room, and all answers are the right one, or just those that need to come out today. So feel free to express who are you. Antara, can we start with you?
Sure, Tanja. Well, I'm a beautiful daughter of my mother. We are three sisters. I'm the middle one, and I'm an inspiring independent marketing consultant. I run my own initiative, and apart from that, I empower women around me who are going through certain sufferings and struggles in their own life, and they don't have reasons to voice out in their family. They feel disoriented within the family. So I try to help such people around me to give them a voice and help them in healing by doing some kind of work for them or helping them out or probably chilling with them. So that is how I see myself as a person.
Beautiful. Can you put it as a title of your book? Dream to Freedom.
So you want me to say, okay, dream to freedom?
It's just in your words. It's the book by Antara. But who are you? You now shared with us how do you see yourself, how you perceive yourself. But if you would be a title,
we all can fly.
Beautiful. Thank you. Can you put it in the chat?
Sure.
That's the first gift that you gave us. Oh. can we do the round? And we're going to warm up really fast, right? Because then we're going to dive into the poem and explore it further. But I think, Antara, that she was our eyes opener, our opener of launching ourselves into the group. So just either raise your hand or unmute yourself and share who you are and put the title of your book, Dream to Freedom. Who will be next? Yes, Gunja. Go.
Okay. Well, I explain myself as a strong person because I love to. When I was very young, I started working and I helped my family. So because of that, and of course, and I appreciate my mother. She's been working when she was a teacher. She's a teacher now also after her retirement. So I really actually I really focus, like I really appreciate my mother also. She bring me to this level where I am right now. Second, as if I explain to dream to freedom, so I call myself as a powerful woman. And actually, we all women are. We have patience and everything. We face a lot of things in our daily life also. So this is what I like being as a woman. So I feel like all women are powerful.
So beautiful. So Gunjan, you also fill in the chat. And
Yeah.
besides your main title, you said Powerful Woman. You can
Right.
also put the subtitle of your book. Okay, that's your unique gift that you're sharing with all of us.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sonika, can you continue the way?
Yeah, definitely. So, hi guys, I am Sonika, and I've been an educationist for about 18 to 20 years, and I've been traveling a lot. I'm a social worker. I've traveled to Uganda, Rwanda, Kenya, Nigeria, Turkey, Dubai, Thailand, England, for in search of spirituality. And basically, I come from a military background. Like my dad, my brother was also in the army. He died fighting terrorists in JNK. So there was a grief associated with me because of my brother, because I couldn't come out of it for almost 20 years. And things in my life changed because I couldn't cope with grief. And also things happen, like, like I pursued spirituality. I'm a poet. I am a creative person. I like creating paintings and poems and writing few things. I'm a healer. I'm a spiritual healer and a prophet, and also an apostolic person. But my main aim is because in the search to overcome my grief, I tried everything, Reiki, art of living, this, that. And I also met a wrong person who tried to molest me, and that really broke me up. So now I help women who have been physically, mentally, sexually, or in any other way abused. It's very difficult to come out of it. Basically, taking care of the emotional needs of men and women. And also in the process, when I was dealing with women, I realized that there were a lot of men who were molested as children, raped, molested, and they're going through a lot of psychological trauma also. So God sends me 1, 2, even 3. I deal with 3 or 4 people in a year, but I take responsibility for them and help them join the main line, And basically, my aim is to help orphans and widows to deal with grief and sort of impart kind of a skill. Look around for resources. That's what we did in Nigeria. Impart skill and make them independent and develop a community. And that's what I'm looking for in India too. I've just started, registered my NGO called Snehanchal, which is for orphans and widows, and also for basically defense people who lose young people, and how to deal with emotional needs. And I learned that from UK in a place called Totnes. I was associated with a ministry. So in a nutshell, this is what I'm: a humble, simple person traveling a lot all over the world, serving the Lord. That's and if you call me what I am an ecstasy or a joy facilitator. I bring joy into lives of people. That's simple me.
That would be Dream to Freedom,
Yeah.
titled by Sonika. Okay, beautiful. So thank you for sharing who you are being and what you're up to in the world. And please also add to the chat, just for all of you, Sonika will leave quietly in the middle of the session, but she generously opened her heart for all of us to receive and share from us. So thank you. And we continue. Nina, can we go to you?
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Nina.
Hi. Thinking about the topic, I see myself as a traveler through many lives, which I had before, and through this life, what I really want is a constant progress. Me as a person, me as a spiritual being, and through that, I love changes. Of course, many of them are hard, but I never fear. Fear never stops me from going through change. I believe that every change has something positive within. Towards on the path of freedom. So through evolvement on every area of my life, I release many fears, many doubts, worries, and I become, through every step I make, I become more free. Beautiful. So what kind of title will I choose? Maybe change seeker, or through change to freedom, or something like that.
Beautiful. You'll work on it. So just put it in the chat. Thank you, Nina. And we go to Sunita. Hi, Sunita, do you hear us? You have to unmute yourself. Cannot, yeah, go ahead. It's beautiful. You're connecting now. Go ahead, Sunita. Oh. Well, then, do we have? Yeah, that's us. I don't know what's which. Gonna. Sunita, can you hear us? Okay, can you put in the chat then, please? You're part of us, we're together. Don't worry. If the audio doesn't work, then it's meant that you experience this today.
Hello, good evening.
Oh, good. Yes, good evening. Go. Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
How are you? Welcome.
I'm good, please.
So can you share a little bit about who are you, like Bindia was asking, and link it to Dream to Freedom?
I think I really wanted to know what I'm seeking actually. I'm just going through so many people, gone through so many phases, meeting new people. I met Bindia also, and she invited me here. And maybe, yes, I wanted to know what I can do more. I'm working now, I'm a mother also. But there are so many things, there are so many, upfronts are there, which I look forward to. I'm still waiting for so many things to come, or I'm looking forward to a change, I can say.
It's so beautiful. So before I give the floor to Bindia that drive us further on the dream keeper and dream exploration to freedom, Sunita, what kind of question would be good for your title? Is dream to freedom? What would be a good question to ask for yourself?
Yes, freedom of mind.
Freedom of mind. So beautiful. Yeah. So that's your working title. Okay. So just put it in the chat. Thank you. I'm so happy that we hear each other.
Thank you.
And Bindia, can you take us further, deeper?
Yes. So the next part of the poem says that pursuing perfection in roles galore, you may find none at all. In being you, you find all. So like Sunita said, there are so many fronts. So when we are pursuing perfection in different roles, which we do naturally, as women, it comes to us even more naturally, multitasking and, being good mothers and everything. But then the crux is that in being you yourself, you find all. So for that kind of perfection of mind, the strength of mind, like one wants to fly, to be mentally strong, whatever titles you have chosen, one has to believe in the dreams. So, it is very interesting. I'll share my journey in the sense that when we do not believe in something, that thing doesn't happen. So it's like if I ask you, what is the most beautiful thing? Like when someone asks me, what's the most beautiful thing? What do you find most beautiful? We have so many answers. Sometimes it's the sea, it's the sunset, it's Taj Mahal, it's the mountains. So think about it. No, you don't have to say now, but think about it. That what is the most beautiful thing in the world for you? And then if I ask you that the most beautiful thing can be friendship, can be love, can be honesty, generosity, being faithful, polite, having respect for each other, for everything around. And then, there are real things also which we look at. But then, the thing which made me change was a kind of a joke. It's like the earth is parched. Can I bring water out of it? No, but if there was a superhero, he could have done it. We all have read Superman, Supergirl, Phantom. So they could create that miracle. So, how can I do that? First step towards the dream is to start believing in the dream. So for me, it manifested in the form of poetry. So I started playing with words. And one is, and this, the daydream. The daydream is usually what it is our target, isn't it? I want to have a lovely house. Those are the daydreams. Night dreams we have and we forget also. So each of us, if we make, at least this is my experience, I wanted to share with you, that if you actually believe in the magic of beauty around us, that magic starts coming alive. But it has to come alive in my thought. If I believe I'm perfect, I'm fine, I'm not lacking in anything, that kind of response will come from the environment. So to believe in magical dreams, how do I want to design my life? Like I had a very clear target. How do I want to see my life once I'm 50 years old? Slowly, then you start walking towards that dream. So actually, if you believe in the thought, then that thought will happen and become a reality. So have you ever had a brilliant idea that you wanted to do? Any target which you have, which you wanted to do, but you think that in my situation, how can I do it? It seems surreal. It seems too far. Yeah. I want to start a business, but I don't have the money to do that. But comes into it. So this is what, in pursuing perfection, we don't look here and there. It is finding the dream within and having the courage to dream and to hold on to that. That is what I've been trying to do. Like I'm 54 now. I have been trying to do that in my life. Now another dream is building up, which has no connection with my life right now. But I'm allowing it to flow. I'm not saying no. Like earlier, I used to be very scared. This is not possible. So I'm just allowing that idea to germinate, and I hope it will find a way to move towards freedom. Over to you, Tanya.
I will hold it. Let's hold it a little bit. We just open up the dream world for us. We need to align the daydreaming, the dreaming, going up and down the rounds. And if your belief, like Gunjan said, we are powerful, you have it in you. Is that the most daring title that you put yourself up for? Dream to freedom. Would that be better title for you to go even further, broader, deeper, and you would inspire not just yourself, but those around you? So we're still holding our dream, dare to dream. Close your eyes and just feel it like we've heard from Bindia. All colors of dreams. We're powerful. And you are living your truth for yourself and what you're meant to do here in this lifetime. So what's the wisdom that you're bringing into the world? Then just see if the title of your book, subtitle of your book, the one most important message of your book resembles that. If it doesn't, just bring it the more accurate one. And open your eyes, do not rationalize it, and just put it in the chat right now. And Bindia will guide us further on to dream, 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 because we are up to keeping the dream, holding the dream, making it a reality. Just be brave, put it in the chat. It's just us. There's one hint. You all have very worried faces. You need to smile. When you're dreaming, you know it's possible. You know you believe it. You're not making it up. And I cannot know. You're not sharing the gift if you're not sharing it. So bring that smile from the inside out. Yes, Bindia, fine.
I'll share what I saw.
Please
When
do.
I closed my eyes, I saw this orange kind of tree.
Yes.
And I saw birds flying from it, and the birds were multicolored birds. So I was thinking, what am I seeing? This always happens when I see something, then I find it, oh, what am I seeing? But then I say, no, don't allow your logical mind to come in. Let it see. Because then I'm thinking, how can these birds be orange and blue and, and the trees orange and, but this is what I saw. So I saw a lot of these birds flying from that beautiful orange tree. So for me, it was like, possibilities, myriad possibilities. Allow yourself to dream. Don't stop yourself. Don't let logic come in between.
So if Bindia was the first one to do the first chapter, and Nina added flying to freedom.
Yeah.
Can you build up on that vision? And then we had Let's Fly. We were flying, right? Let's Fly with Conviction from Antara. So just build it up, that vision. the possibilities. That's the dreaming part. What's possible if we were flying to freedom, if we were flying with conviction, if we are flying with joy and facilitating joy, if we seek for change towards freedom, if we are powerful women, just unmute yourself, use your voice. That's one of super powerful tools that you have. Use your hearts. Just stand up. Gunjan, I see you're ready to share. Please do. Gunjan, please do. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, one thing I wanted to ask with you, I mean, this is something, my question, whenever we are thinking about it, as she said, Vindhya said, there is always a but, like, no, 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 this is not possible, and no, we can't do it. So this question is always there with me also. So I wanted to, like, I always wanted to know the clarification on it, why this but are there always. Like, we think of something and then in between, like example, I was learning French, then I was like, in between there is a doubts came and I was like, no, it's not possible, I can't do it.
Yeah.
So I skipped it, and I'm still thinking of it, either I should continue it or not. So this but is always there.
So you
this
should
is
love
what,
this but. That but is your biggest teacher, right?
Okay.
Or it's someone who loves you and say, have you thought about this thing? Do you know it all? Is there something that you need to learn more? Do you need to explore more? Do you need someone to support you along the way? What I use with my clients is I put and. So I've been learning French, not but. And what would be your answer? Why you're learning French? What would you like to do with it? How does it make you feel with it?
Yeah, it's enhanced my career skills, and of course, for my future, it's good.
So this and in between gives you this why, your why behind it. And the but part, I mean, it's like the but is behind it, right? So you need to separate it, one sentence from the other. And usually it's the mirror. Are you sure you want to learn French? There are so many other languages that you could speak. Why French? It's not saying no to French. It's not saying no to your career. It's not definitely not saying no to your purpose or who you are being. It's just the question behind the but. Okay, and is adding up why French, why me, why this purpose. So just take it as an experience and don't close the sentence. Continue the sentence with the end. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for bringing this
Thank
out.
you.
I know we all share this but.
Yeah.
But this but blocks so many dreams.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we cannot get the proper vision of it, like what we want to do with it. Anything.
And it
Yeah.
never ends. There's always one but. So you just keep it separate. Okay, is there any but that I haven't answered yet? Is any but that can help me out with my dream? Because they have good intention, not just negative one. Make it positive for you. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's dream further. Vindhya, can we take one verse from you to go one step further?
Yes, we can. We can. So my thing is that but which keeps us stuck, right? Which keeps us stuck, and we also make mistakes, right? So let me read this. follies blinking from earthly corners, leading to sins of innocence, delightful possibilities in hidden archways between yesterday and tomorrow. In them follies is born the dream keeper. So the mistakes, the follies, the and, the but, why, what, in between all this is the pause. Pause is where the dream will germinate. So giving yourself that time to think, to understand what is it that my heart truly wants and what is my gift. We all have a gift, but that is born in the pauses. That is why we also called this Dream to Freedom project in between conversations. So it's a process. You'll find your why. We all deal with this. So somewhere, the thought, just the thought that I want to do it. I want to go to Paris. I want to study further. I want to work with a French company, whatever. I'm just talking about that because you spoke about it. Otherwise, possibilities are enormous, enormous, myriad possibilities. And not to get like, there's always a risk, no? Anything new, when we try, there's always a risk.
Right.
Like before we started, we ask ourselves, okay, why I'm joining this, why I'm doing this on a Friday, like in India now, it's like 7:40. So instead of asking and analyzing, to start loving yourself and accepting yourself a little more. I make mistakes, I'm fine, but I also have a gift and I'll find it in between those pauses. Tanya.
Thank you.
Well, I will thank you to be in this in between. So just go together with it. We go together in it. That's part of the dreaming, part of the keeping the dream, and part of being empowered by ourselves, by our life, and part of liberating our true selves. So through this in between, when we don't know, where we are not secure, not comfortable, because there's the only phase where we are actually open to experience something new, to become from a worm to butterfly. When we are in between dreaming, daydreaming, and living, creating our dreams day and night. And in this in between, can you close your eyes and just say what's the biggest blockage that you're afraid to be in this in between? And just unmute yourself. Don't bother that there will be a chaos, but just try to articulate it, verbalize it, what's your blockage. We're gonna just put it in our joint space in between the circle, within the circle, and we're gonna hold it and then release it. And we'll bring more light into what's now emerging. So all that is blocking you in this in between, all buts, all ends, all justification, all fears, or can I, should I, need I, have to, just bring it out and speak it out. So just say it for yourself, but use your voice. This and this is blocking me. I'm releasing it. So just do it right now, right here, because we're together in this in-between step. We cannot go back. We cannot yet move further if we don't make a room So just articulate for yourself what's the block, what's the fear, and what's preventing us to dream a dream, to live a dream right now, right here, as we are. And like Bindia said, accept yourself a little bit more. Each second, each breath, each moment, and just observe. And through that, we are becoming from in between to another in between to another in between. And we're actually going towards our dreams, towards our freedom, towards our truth, shared truth. Now, just smile for yourself because you're now richer for also this in-between experience and grounding. Just bring it back. If anyone wants to share it, it can be also a poem, like Bindia is gifted to do, or one word, or just emotion, whatever comes up, you're now free to share it.
My blockage right now is my mind, my busy mind, because it's constantly analyzing something. And through that, I hardly find peace in it, and peace to be in the now moment.
Okay, hold
to
it.
Connect.
Hold it, because you're making so many thoughts on top of it. Just one blockage, my mind is super busy. And now go into the inner wisdom that you brought it out before, flying to freedom. How you can help yourself with your busy mind right now, with the wisdom that you already have, Nina. And now be in this in-between space and bring out new thought. Can you share with us now?
Breathing definitely helps me to calm down my mind, and through that I feel peace.
Yeah. So breathing, that easy. You know it. You helped also us. It's just in between. Thank you. And it's linked to perfection, pursuing perfection. We are running after, we're going after, and all the beauty is in between. And if we breathe in between, we can actually experience it. We can be that, becoming a dream. And we can free ourselves of overthinking. Just be still here in between. What anyone want to share at this moment? Feel free to share. Bindia, you can take us further.
Yeah. You know, when I was I also have a similar tendency like Nina shared, my mind is always working on many things. But somewhere I have been able to center and focus 100% on where I am right now. So I think the key is to focus in the moment 100% and not worry, because then half the mind is worrying about what is yet to be done, what I have to do tomorrow, what I couldn't do in the morning. So we have to prioritize what is the priority, prioritize what is important over what is urgently bothering me like that. Then prioritizing is also very simple. We have to see what is important and what is urgent. So many times the tasks seem very urgent, but they are not that urgent. So when we think calmly, notifications, social media messages may not be that urgent, but they take away a lot of our time. So what is important is right now. What is urgent, we have to see. I don't know if I'm sounding confusing, but there are, like, have you seen someone at the top of their game, someone who is really, very good and still thinks, oh, I have miles to go. I'm not that good. That urgency to always push. So when we admire someone who's so good and is still, aiming, targeting, it's good to be ambitious, it's good to have larger aims. But in that bargain, let's not forget what is important right now, because that's what really stresses us out. And once we are able to cut out that stress and that anxiety over what could be or what must be, that could be and must be and should be, that spoils the present moment. And ultimately, we are fully alive only in the present moment. So this is what I try to remind myself. And I just have 3 things to say. That try to put your life on airplane mode. Don't ignore phone calls. Don't do that. But when you decide this is me time, that time, give that time to yourself. So, there's a lot more we can share and we can continue. But I'll stop with this last thing, that instead of perfection, let's pursue progress, one step at a time, one step towards my goal, one more step towards my dream. And that way we'll just, go there. We'll be able to go there. Would you like to share something, add something? Sunita, Gunjan, Antara, Nina.
Okay. I'm asking so many questions, but okay. You said like focus on the goals. Example, I can give you with the example. I set a goal to lose the weight, which is like 50, 55 kgs in a month or something, example. So in between, what happened is like, we get disappointed also. Reason like, okay, this is not gonna done, we can't do it. And again, these things are comes in the mind. Like she said that she was thinking about so many things while focusing on one thing, right? So I think this is something natural now. If I focus on one goal and then I will in a month after a month I was like, no, this is not gonna happen. I will not lose the weight or something like this happened always. So I wanted to know why. Why this happened
is
always.
this is the harsh inner voice we all have, you know.
Okay.
Living with this inner voice, which is little harsh, is always judging you. You're always judging yourself. It's all right. It's all right, you know. So
Okay.
we have to counter that inner voice by loving ourselves a little more, even if you are 54 or 55. It's a process. It's a
Right.
process. Embrace
Because
yourself the way you are.
okay. No, because like she said, like I was thinking about so many thoughts. Even while exercise also, it comes in the mind why I'm doing it, why is useful for me, and what if this is something wastage of time, I'm wasting my time here, what if I don't lose my weight, like these kind of questions come in the mind always. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
So this
Thank
is
you for
what
being so
thank you.
honest and aware of the
No, this is
thought.
what actually reason I wanted to join this session is this thing only. I wanted to clear my doubts also. Like why I'm like this. There when she shared in the group like this is something gonna happen today, I was so excited and I gave my name just like that because I wanted to clear my doubts also. So that is why I wanted to join it.
But that's beautiful way to do it. And whatever
Thank
we are
you.
aware of it,
Mm-hmm.
we are then able also to choose something better for ourselves. We can choose consciously. And you're now
Right.
being aware, losing weight. You have competing thoughts. And in your mind, I mean, it's a huge game going on. Which thought will win? That's why I hold the breath with Nina, right? Because that was the moment that she can make a breakthrough. Not after the 10th thought. She knows it.
Okay.
She knows the order. She can go on and on and on. She has enough, right? And strong mind. But if we keep just one thought, work with it. Do you believe it? Do you want to believe it? Do you want to put so much energy into that thought? Because it will become your reality. And you can say, I would like to lose weight for myself, to feel good, to have this. And you choose thoughts that support that. You choose in which thoughts you put the energy, not entertain all of them. And the schooling system, society is a bit built up that we do analyze all of it because we learn from it. We learn certain skills for it. But our life is too pressure for that. No one knows what we want. No one knows what's our purpose. They can just give us advice. Open one door, the other, the third, but we make decisions. And that's why it's up to you to take that decision. And you can use it whatever. Today we're using poem because it's way easier. We use metaphor because it's easier. I can be a bird, I can fly. If we would start and say no flying today, right? No one is a pilot here, no one has an airplane, no one has certification for it, so no flying. Why are you talking about flying, right? But it's no point. Flying help us lift our spirit. And as long as it works, that's good dream, good thought, good words to have. If it brings you down, that's not a good one. You need to just change it, right? Feeling tired, feeling overwhelmed, it just emphasize that I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed, it's hard, I cannot. Make it easier. Breathe in. What if I would be 5 years old without all these experiences? I would say, yeah, let's go higher. Let's fly. I'm going to jump to another mountain, right? Can you help me do this? So make yourself lighter. If you want to lose weight, you need to offload a few things and starting with your mind. Make room for good thinking, good thoughts, loving thoughts for Gunta.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies, we've been dreaming. We've been learning how to keep the dream, make it powerful, and also how to be powerful and free enough to ground it, to make it happen for ourselves. And I ask you for a few more minutes so we have a nice rounding experience. One, if you're up to, I think it would be really beautiful if we close our eyes and listen, Bindia, just reading again, Pursuing Perfection, and then do the round that you share one takeaway. What's the message that you're going to be taking from today into your life for yourself?
Okay.
Would that be good?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, Bindia, you can guide us through.
So, choosing thoughts, we have a choice. So choose the thoughts and magically those thoughts become reality. So I am reading the same thing again, and you see what is the thought you would like to take back. Who are you? Dutiful wife, wonderful daughter, all embracing mom, or just you yourself. In being you, you find all. Pursuing perfections, in roles galore, you may find none at all. So you decide, you choose, who are you?
And you can share a message from just
I'm a wonderful daughter. I'm ready to fly with all my wings. I would just like to add one point to what Pandya stated previously in just right back. So yeah, it's very important to believe in yourself, what you want to do. And while that process, it's important that you introspect with a lot of W's, what you call what, when, why. And when you do that, you yourself get a direction. So that is also, again, a process of believing in yourself. You basically get the direction how you want to do it. And just still keep on believing while imparting, because that is how you grow. So just in yourself, and I'll put up a message like, believe in self, introspect, visualize, and then manifest. And that's where you fly.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Gunjan, can you continue?
Perfection. I can find perfection now. Yeah.
Sunita? Using chat? Sunita, can you hear us?
Hello?
Yes. Can you
Yes.
also share? Did you get any answers for your question?
Not really.
Where are you currently? What's the message? It's good. You're in between.
Your voice is coming very low.
Can you please repeat? Because we're losing connection.
My net is little slow. Your voice is not coming very clear to me.
Okay. One message that you can take away from today's session for yourself that can help you. Something positive from today.
Yes, what I've listened to all of you, Bindya, Gunjan, Antara. One thing I've learned that yes, we can learn from our own self. This is the first step towards freedom of mind, towards the freedom of speech, or freedom of your heart. So if you wanted to figure out something in your life, you should figure out yourself first. once you figure out, once you understand the subject, you start believing the subject that you like Bindya said, if you want to believe in some magic, some dream, then you have to believe in the subject of dreams, that yes, miracle happens, yes, dream will come true one day. So probably what I've understood is believe yourself, believe your faith, your mind, your instincts, and gradually things will work on, I guess.
Agree.
Yeah,
Hmm.
things will fall in place gradually.
Are you okay with this answer? Because you received it. I mean, you wanted to know where you're going, but you got the answer where you're currently at.
I listen to Gunjan, I listen to Bindya, I listen to you. Yes, she was talking about French language and the weight gain. This is true. Like if your mind is light, your body will be light.
Okay.
So you have to work on your mind first, I guess.
Yeah. Thank you so much for co-creating today with us, with Bindya and me, myself.
Thank you so much to you and everyone.
We encourage you to take a moment after today, during the
Sure.
weekend, that some waves, some thoughts, some messages,
Sure.
feelings come after you, and be open to receive whatever comes. There's a message in it for you. Till the
Thank
next session, we're going to have another conversation last week in December. If you'll be interested, you'll find the information from us with Bindya, and you're very much welcome to join us. We're going to go one layer further.
Thank you
It's
so
on
much.
topic of skin and senses. Bindya, if you're up for it, we conclude with
Yes.
your poetical wording and words. And then from myself, a huge thank you. It was a beautiful gift that you shared with me and experience, and I wish you all the best. So Bindya.
Thank you very much, Tanya. Thank you for giving us so many gems of wisdom today, for leading us into deeper thought, into opening the doors to natural messages coming from the universe, because ultimately we are all part of the universe. So when you said to keep silent, to hold the space, and to co-create together, so there is a learning which happens together and the mind opens. So it was a beautiful session. Thank you, Tanya, very much for taking out precious time for all of us. And we hope we can do another session. We plan to do, Tanya, in fact, so beautifully had shared, we'll do 3 gift sessions. It's like new people can join next time, and we'll go one step further. Who are here will feel they're going to the next step. And the topic will be skin. So the poem is Skin. See, the poem is the starting point. See, can you see that? And
Yeah.
skin can mean the physical world, the brands, the expectations, the environment around us touches our skin. We do not live in isolation. The judgments, the comments around us, they all affect our skin, our life. So I'm going to just end with 2 words: courageous and joyous, blending beautifully, pulsating courage, audience applauding, bowing in gratitude. She stood tall, glorious as herself. This is one part of this poem. So we'll find in the next session how the skin with myself and with the world outside, how we navigate those waters and find our beautiful balance. So we'll connect.
Thank you so much. Have a
Thank
beautiful
you.
evening, weekend, and hope we meet
Thank
again.
you, Tanya. Thank you for
Good day.
joining,
Thank you.
ladies. Antra,
Thank
Gunjan,
you.
Sunita. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
Bye.
See you
actually.
soon.
Bye.
Have a
Thank
happy
you.
weekend.
Happy
Happy
weekend.
Thank you.
weekend.
Have a
Thank
great
you.
weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
See you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So that was nice, Tanya.
It was right. Yeah, I told you. We're gonna stop recording, right?
Yeah. It